Several mills border the shores of the Nashua River. The Jackson Mills produced the blankets bearing the Indian head trademark, treasured by the Navajo, the aniline red more radiant than natural dyes. The source of the Nashua is in Clinton, Mass. When the mills there discharged their dyes, the river changed colors along its 52-mile length. The restoration of polluted waters is thematic to a conceptual libretto. The cultivation of mana is said to purify the soul. The river now passes through 32 communities. Its source, the Wachusett Reservoir, supplies drinking water for 2/3 of the population of Massachusetts. It joins the Merrimack at Nashua, as do the Salmon and the Pennachuck Brooks. Finnish immigrants came to Nashua to work in the shoe factories. The parish church of St. Louis de Gonzague is where Jack Kerouac's parents wed. Spanish immigrants now worship in St. Casimir, once Lithuanian parish church. A traveling troupe from the Walt Disney Company once performed among the dark underground peristyle columns that supported the massive bulk of St. Patrick's. The dirt reeked of sour milk. The trajectory of this work has many such notes. They are the bent notes of a puritanical blues. Newburyport, at the mouth of the Merrimack. The boy held an owl in his eyes. The skin over the bridge of his nose freckled. He had no chin. With the passage of years, identity dissolves in the flat blue light that mesmerizes a proud house on the high street. Memory searches for his name, surprised at how easily it rejects so many before settling, like a bird of prey on one. I wonder, too, about the becoming bird of or animal in the life of the boy. Acrid flecks of tobacco bitter on the lower lip, and the rowdy wrestling among the strong. I sat outside the ring watching the erotic display that displaced the anger that constricts the throat in the name of the Father. In the loft, exposed beams provided nooks for pigeons to roost. Bird shit bred worms that infected the mattress where we lay in our love-making. His dick pressed against my anus. All around the barn now and along the fence line, a shocking display of forsythia ignites the very bowels of beauty. Joy is caught on the wing of this light. An uncanny face or simulacrum, Medusa reversed, it might be a petrifaction, a boiled and preserved New Guinea trophy, vielleicht schrumpf gerade hier das Medusenhaupt. Faciality is divine and duplicitous. Faciality is a trait of Jean Dubuffet. Philosophy requires the face of the interlocutor. Poetry converses with that person within you who looks on from inside. Monadology. Rivers shape the land. Perspective, the monad. Perspectives are passed as tangible things among poets and readers of poetry. The art of transmission is the subject of an anthology published in 1982, Perception, Cranberry Isles, Maine. The motif of a gimlet eye is meant to suggest the eddy left by the oar drawn through water. To some, it represents a horse in flight, as well as the eye of Horus. Perception is a companion volume to Coherence, Cambridge, Mass., 1981. A precursor of rhizomatics can be found on those pages. Who is it that determined that the gardens stop at the roadside? Space and vision are subservient to one another, but not reciprocal in this phenomenology. Their horizons are not coterminous. They may be embedded or superimposed.